It is our pleasure to welcome today Rhonda Veerasawmy-LeBlanc, the co-founder and president of Rhonda Eyes Alliance Inc, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. A few years after receiving her degree in opticianry, Rhonda started her own eye care business, which she later sold, and in 2007, she and her husband founded the Rhonda Eyes Alliance Inc, an organization dedicated to providing comprehensive eye care services for the less fortunate in several islands of the Caribbean. Rhonda, thank you for being here. It's great having you.
Thank you for having me. It's nice meeting you.
Can you tell us how your background in opticianry inspired you to start your nonprofit organization with the aim of providing eye care services to the underprivileged here in Miami and also to impoverished people in Haiti and other islands in the Caribbean?
I'm from Guyana, South America, and I came to Florida to study opticianry, as you know. Okay. And during my 23-year span of having my own practice, in 2007, I went to do a mission in Haiti related to reforestation.
Right.
So coming from Guyana, reforestation is a big thing. And during that time, I did an eye care mission at the invitation of a priest, a Catholic priest. And that's when I realized that eye care was such a great need.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to take my experience of 23 years having my own practice. I was able to take that skill and put it towards the organization. So it raised an awareness in knowing about the need and being able to take that and use it. Because I went to do reforestation because of too many trees in Guyana and not enough in Haiti. But God had a different direction. So my eyes were open that what I had in my hand, I can use to help people.
Throughout your 15 years of service in this mission, what were some of the challenges you faced, though, while launching this endeavor?
Oh,
Can you also tell us about your triumphs as well?
One of the biggest triumphs to start off is that we're still here 15 years later.
Okay.
The challenges have brought us here, and there are many. Starting with first learning how to put an organization together. And it's a volunteer organization, which means you had to convince people what vision you had to get them on board with you. So in the beginning, we would have a lot of people volunteer because it was exciting and they wanted to go. After the earthquake in Haiti, more people wanted to be part of it. One of the challenges is that you think you need a lot of people, but you come to find out that you have tourist missionaries, you have people just going to take pictures and put on their social media. So over the time, with the challenge of having a lot of people, traveling with a lot of equipment, traveling with a lot of supplies was very, very hard because we're flying.
Yeah.
And we overcame them by learning how to pack, what suitcases to use. And in addition, we now have a qualified team of volunteers, eye care professionals and support staff that wherever we travel to, those are the ones that we use as a team. So we basically were able to identify people that were committed, that wanted to do the same thing so we could stay focused. So a lot doesn't have to mean that it works. A smaller amount of expertise can make a big difference.
Get the job done, yes.
So that's from our US team. With working in the Caribbean, especially in Haiti, where we've been for the longest, is that you have to always work with the locals on the ground. Anywhere you go in following the guidelines of the country, you have to work with the locals, you have to leave the records with them. And the challenge was finding doctors that would want to travel with you into the rural areas.
Yeah.
In Haiti, there's a small amount of eye care professional ophthalmologists, and they're all in the capital. So when you want to go into the rural and take them with you, you have to do transportation, you have to do lodging, you have to do food. So that now brings us to raising enough money.
Right. There's a lot that go into all of this.
And
Oh
also,
my gosh. Yeah.
anybody that's on the ground in any country that you go to, they have to get a stipend. You may
Yeah.
have volunteers from up here, but you have to make sure, because it's a little job for those people, for the
Yes,
translators, for the people living
exactly.
it's a big thing. So that's some of the challenges. But every challenge taught us
Yeah.
a lesson to where we're at now, that
Okay.
we have the organized the clinic ongoing. It
So,
works ongoing.
okay, so where do you get your funding? Where is your main source of funding?
Our main source of funding has always been, and we're not big on knowing how to do funding. We'll take any volunteers. But we used to have, up until 2019, we had an annual gala.
Mm,
And the annual gala would help us to bring in the cash funds.
yeah.
And then we have smaller organizations, like I belong to a group of independent opticians. As you
Yeah.
know, I have a very small practice now. Since I sold my practice, and my passion is the organization. So I belong to a group of independent opticians throughout the United States. There are 23 of us, and we're led by a professor that taught me. So they helped me with gathering equipment and supplies.
Okay.
So they're throughout the United States, some of them with practices of 10 offices. So that's how we get the supplies.
Okay, Rhonda, can you tell us about those vision clinics that you started in Haiti and you're planning to create on the other islands,
So
such as the Bahamas and Jamaica?
the clinic in Haiti started out as a first mission in 2007. And that's when it was like, whoa, we saw 180 people. Only one person had ever had an eye exam. And 180 people had a problem. Cataracts, infections, need glasses, you name it, they had it. That led us to do a pilot program in a rural town called St. Mark. And that I went every month for a year.
Oh.
I would fly in on a Friday. I was still working because I'd already sold my practice. So I was working in corporate. And the owner would give me the weekend off a month. And I would go in, and I did a test program to see, can it be ongoing instead of short term? So we went from annual missions to a monthly pilot program. And that led us to where the clinic is now in Arcae. We moved after a year. The clinic that we went to biannual missions. Then we started cataract surgeries, all the time traveling with all of the equipment and everything.
Oh,
right.
Gosh.
And after that was in 2010, we went to that place. It was a Christian hospital, and they let us use the space for twice a year. But we would have to travel in, and we would have to take our stuff out. In 2013, a German organization visited the same mission and heard about the work we did, and they built a permanent vision clinic for us so that we would stop having to move, and we could put everything permanent.
Yes, stationary. Oh my goodness,
right.
That's great. So do you have any set up in other islands right now, or is it just a
right? So from 2013 to present, over lots of different situations, the clinic in Haiti is ongoing. In addition to that one big clinic, we also have 4 little clinics where we have helped the doctors to have their own private clinics. We've donated the equipment and set them up so they become little satellite offices. So if somebody goes to the big clinic, and especially now with Haiti not being able to travel, they can go
Mhm.
to different areas.
Yeah.
Having learned that in Haiti, we used that as our model. And we then moved on to the Bahamas, where
Mhm.
we work in collaboration with the Rotary of Nassau. One of our
Mhm.
directors on our board lives in the Bahamas, and she belongs to the Rotary. So what we
Okay.
decided to do over the period of time is to go in, help them to set up, and let them run it.
Okay.
Bahamas being more advanced, it was easier to do that.
Mhm.
To say, okay, we're going to help you with this, with the equipment. This is what you need, and you guys do it. But we
Okay.
still support, and we help them to make the glasses up here.
Oh, you make them up here.
We make them up here. In Haiti, they're making the glasses on their own now. They're trained. We have a full laboratory down there and
Okay.
everything.
Okay.
We just send supplies in now because we
Oh,
can't
this is a
travel it.
very needed cause.
It is.
Oh, you're
It
doing
is.
a great service.
There's a saying that says that if you help one person to
Mhm.
see better, you're
You
not only
do.
helping that person, you're helping their family, you're helping
Yes.
their community and their country. Because the
Okay.
family doesn't have to provide for them if they see better. They can
Yeah.
get a job,
Yes.
they can do something to help in the house,
Oh,
and they
great.
improve the
Yeah.
community.
This is just a great service. I mean, we need to, actually support you
Thank you. There,
with
there
our
are many, there are
donations of
many
some
big
sort.
organizations. There are many big organizations throughout the world, throughout the United States. Uh,
Mhm.
a lot of the retail opticals like Lens Crafters and Vision Works, they do work also.
They contribute?
They do their own.
Oh, okay.
They
They
do their
do
own.
their own,
But
yeah, their own.
the difference between them and Rhonda Eyes Alliance is that we have learned to become long-term, to become ongoing, to train the people, teach a man how to fish, not give him a fish for a day.
Oh, that's some great
So
accomplishments. Great.
it's different. The need takes all of us. You need
Yes.
the short term to identify in areas,
Okay.
but it's a good thing to move on, to lift the people up, lift the country
Yes.
up,
And let
you
them
know?
become independent and
And that's what we
away.
wanted. We didn't want to do the Band-Aid approach. Go in,
Yes.
see 500 people, give them something for free and leave them. We learned
Yeah.
that and we moved into
Yeah.
long term.
Okay, Rhonda, I have this question for you. You received a doctorate degree in ministry in 2021, right? From the Theological Seminary of South Florida for your humanitarian work. Tell us, how does that tie in with your eye care, service, your eye care work?
Well, actually, it was a big surprise. I would not have thought about it in my realm, but ministry is not only about preaching.
Yeah,
Ministry is about serving and
serving,
caring for your brother
helping,
and
yes,
sister.
yes.
And that's what we do. And it
Yeah.
was recognized by this organization.
Mhm.
And what it does is it gives you encouragement. It's a lot of hard work,
Mhm.
a lot of learning how to interact with people and logistics and everything. But taking the degree puts you at a level where people believe that your work is there,
Mhm.
and it gives you a feeling that hard work brings reward.
It
So it
does.
encourages you. It
Yeah,
encourages you. It gives you that
it
boost
does.
to continue, and people recognize the work with more credibility.
Yes, yes, I agree. Well, Rhonda, can you list your websites, right, where we can learn more about you, where, you can get some support and tell us in which way, we, the public, can help. And you're doing a great service. God bless you.
Thank you. It's
You
all his
know,
work. I'm just the
yes,
vehicle. All
it's
his work. He guides us.
absolutely, yes. Oh my God, it's a great
We
service.
can, our website is a little bit dormant. We are certainly working on getting it up and running up
Okay.
to date. It is
Mhm.
still safe and secure that you can enter, even though that popped up. My
Yeah.
husband did check it out. And the reason that it's dormant is because with technology, Apple changed the program that it was in.
Okay, okay.
However, you can still go there to see the initial work. It's www.rhondaeyesalliance.org.
Yes. And that's
And-
Rhonda, EYES.
Correct. Eyes that you see with.
Yes,
Alliance.
Alliance.
So that is the
.org.
website.
Yeah.
And we are on Facebook
Mhm.
at the name of the organization, Rhonda Eyes Alliance. And we do have some work on YouTube also as Rhonda Eyes Alliance.
Okay.
And then most important is that anyone can call me, Rhonda, at 786-344-2157. What we really need is we need volunteers.
Volunteers.
We need volunteers right now, someone who
Here or abroad?
Here,
To go
here.
Okay, yes.
Here
Okay.
meaning,
Mhm.
you know, over a 15-year period, people grow up, things
Yeah.
change in their life. Basically, the simplest way to say is season is over. They serve their season. So we need some new young people in there with a drive wanting to do right here.
Goodness. Yes. How can we get that?
Right. So we need to get the awareness to the younger people. A lot of them can get community hours from us. And
Mhm.
one thing we didn't mention before is that because we cannot travel as much due to the pandemic, Haiti, the insecurity, we were
Mhm.
able to open a vision clinic in Miami in 2020.
Oh, yes.
So at that clinic, we're looking for doctors to volunteer their time. We're looking for technicians. We're looking for young people that want to get their community hours, because if we duplicate, we can take Haiti and we can still have people over here. Some of the young people, they can be trained. I can train them. The doctor can train them. They can become an optician. They can become a technician.
How do you advertise for the volunteers?
On the website and by word of mouth. We can do more, but we are a Christian faith-based organization. And throughout the 15 years, we've been successful in reaching who should be reached. You know, who's in control.
Right. Yeah, the one.
We can go further. And I thank you, Janet, for this opportunity. In addition to volunteers, we always need funding. We always need donations. We have a storage space for equipment that we have to pay every month.
Okay.
So we're looking for donors that may want to pay a couple months for us. So we always need funding. And
Rhonda, I'm telling you, they're doing so much.
I know.
And you deserve all the help you can get.
Thank you. Last but not least is if you can please help me to put out there that since 2019, we have not had a gala because of the pandemic. Saturday, September 16, 2023, we will be celebrated 15 years in the mission field.
15 years. Okay. That's wonderful. Wonderful.
That I'm going to be promoting in every avenue possible.
Yes, yes. Well, let me know.
I will, of course, absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you.
My MC happens to be your publisher.
Oh, okay.
So you will know about it.
Okay, well, thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you.
It was great having you.